Hey everybody, this is going to come out on question and answer Wednesday. Let me adjust this a little bit. Some of these are questions, some of these are going to be comments. All these come basically from the Wednesday night live show, the one that had the train wreck. A lot of them are basically for our guests, actually. I don't really have a lot of comments on that show. Most of them, because it's a live show, they do the comments in the chat box on YouTube. And so there'll be who knows how many hundreds of those there. And then when it comes to making a comment below the repeat of the show, that's what these are. Somebody's probably watched the show after the show's over, and then they watch the show. So it says, Miguel says, glad you had guests of Linda and Jerry. And it says, I enjoyed the live show but missed the first 30 minutes. I just caught up on the replay. It was a fun show. That's from Carol Apostolos. Jean Mary, 68. When my husband and I were married almost 50 years ago, oh, she's mentioning that because Sue and I just celebrated our 50th anniversary. We can't really do a lot right now. And I mentioned that on the show. And it says he insisted to be, I guess, get married. He insisted it be on D-Day so he would not forget. Since we share same birthday, 6 years apart, he had it made. Very practical Indiana boy. Most Indiana guys are pretty practical. That's me, practical. I'm very conservative. I don't like spending money unless I have to. I'm not a cheapskate by any means, but you know, I was taught save. Save for a rainy day. And you work hard to get what you want. Nothing's ever given to you. You know, I know all that's not 100% true, but that was the way I was raised. And I was always raised, be forward, speak the truth. And if other people can't take the truth, that's their problem, not yours. And so that's why I guess I have some of the attitude I've got is when somebody asks me a question, I give them a straight answer, not really thinking that I'm hurting anybody's feelings or making somebody mad. It's just the answer that I have. Okay. And saw this late. The storm probably screwed up their connections. Yeah, I think so. I think so because I did a test run, I always do with the girls, a pre-show chat, so to speak. And what the pre-show chat's all about, I'll give you a little bit of behind-the-scenes thing. I bring them all in on the show, but it's unlisted. You don't see it. And we talk. I'm checking everybody's audios. I'm checking everybody's visuals to make sure they're okay. And I'll tell them a few things about the show coming up. You know, possibly what the games are going to be tonight, who our guest is going to be tonight. Most of them know who the guests are going to be well in advance because I email them. So they can kind of prepare for questions maybe or something like that. But yeah, we had this pre-chat and everything was fine. And then when I hit that live button, right before that, well, a few minutes before that actually, it was just pouring down. It just came all of a sudden, I think. I had my headphones on, and if you don't know anything about headphones, these headphones, when I got them hooked up with these monitors and whatever, they're like, they're airtight. Yeah, I can't really hear anything except this. And so if it's not coming from this, I really can't hear it. And so when I could hear it, I knew it had to be coming down really bad for me to hear it. And then that's when things started glitching up, I think. The live button wouldn't work. The YouTube thing got glitchy. Comments were glitchy. You know, they'd roll and then stop. And then all of a sudden they'd roll again. I mean, that's what was all happening on our end. I don't know about you guys' end. And so that's what I was working with, plus the fact my main monitor that I always use it to monitor the show while it's going on, I didn't have it connected. I probably should have left it connected, but I had a new one sitting over here. It wasn't hooked up yet, and it wasn't connected. I couldn't tell if the show was actually running. I just assumed that it was until that note popped up from YouTube on my computer here saying that the show had been it's deleted or canceled or something. I forget what it was. But anyway, it is what it is, and it's over, and it's on to the new show, right? Let me see here. Love this WNL. It was funny all the way through. I know. You guys get a kick out of watching the train wreck, right? I know I would. I would. I'd laugh too. It was funny all the way through. I guess since it was WNL 13, you know, I never thought about that until there was another comment about that. Show number 13. I'm not superstitious in any way, but now you got to wonder, right? Things were inevitable, that they would have hiccups. You handle it in an entertaining and hilarious way. Thanks. Love it. The beginning made me feel I was seeing behind the scenes of the show. Jerry really kicked butt on that Q&A. He sure did. He showed everybody what an education's all about. Glad the video got going. I enjoyed the background question of Jerry and Linda. Thumbs up for Jerry and Linda. How about a thumbs up for me, since that was my show? But that's okay. That's okay, Flora. I appreciate the comment. I missed this live, but I really enjoyed and laughed and laughed. Yeah, Linda. Linda must have been laughing at me too. That's okay. That's what my show's all about. I'm going to tell you why I kind of started this show. And I'm not saying it's going to last forever. At any given point, I can just say I'm done with it. But I don't see that happening soon. When the coronavirus started, all there was to watch was coronavirus crap. You know, we all know what it is by now. We all know the problem with it by now. We all know about the vaccines and the problems with that and all that by now. And it just seemed like, and it was also during election year, right? And that's all you saw on TV when you turned it on. I mean, you just, commercials about politicians, commercials constantly. COVID stuff in the news constantly. And that's actually one of the questions that people ask me about why I don't watch the news. Well, that's why. It just weighs on you after a while. You're just like, man, I'm sick of seeing it. I'm sick of hearing it. We know. Instead of telling us all about the bad stuff, tell us where we're going to go, what's going to happen, how we're going to take care of this, that kind of thing, you know. But there was just none there. And I just thought to myself one day, you know, people's got to be getting tired of this like I'm getting tired of this. And I had a friend that does a live thing, kind of like what I do, but he's much better at it. And I thought, I wonder if I can do that. There's a lot of people interested in the villages and what's going on around here, like how are we handling the COVID thing, all the way up to new houses and where are they at and how far are you from here and there and all that kind of stuff. So that's how I decided to do this show, and I asked the ladies to volunteer, and they did. So the way it is, and it's kind of off kilter now, but the way it was, and it's going to still be that way, but probably in a little different way, because we're following your lead. Your comments and things is what leads me to change the show certain ways. But Melody handles all the Spanish Springs area, which could be all the way up to Mulberry. News. Anything that happens. Cinco may open up. That's news. A house burns down and I don't know, whatever. A car burns up in a garage causing a house to burn down. That's news. All that, she's going to report it when it happens. And when it comes to Lake Sumter Landing, that's Sue and Deb, both of them. They know the restaurants. They know the construction. They know that. That's what they report on. Sometimes there's not much happening, so there won't be that much news. I basically do Brownwood, and that's going to be my news. And there may not be very much of that. But where the action's really happening is in Finney area, and that's Linda's news. And she's the one that'll have most of the news. Mimi Jacobs said that she had me giggling. I don't know who she is, but okay. John McCardell. Hey Skip, me and my wife are staying at the Villages from February 3rd to 7. Maybe we can meet up. John and Mary. Sure. We're going nowhere. Sue's done with her therapy now. She's done. And what I'm doing now is trying to get caught up on videos. I've been out all day doing drone videos and on the ground videos. And I teamed up with Papa Pineapple, and we're going to put our videos together. Hopefully it comes out pretty good. You never know till you try. So that's what we did all day today. Then I thought I'd cut this for Wednesday and get it out of the way. But yeah, give me an email and let me know where, when, what time, and if I'm available and Sue's available that day, yeah, we'll meet you for a drink or something. And first of the day video says Jerry kicked butt on Q&A. Yes, he did. And it says they were a great ad. Yes, they were. And it says bravo to Skip and Sue for rounding up the donations. Well, that was just something that I felt like needed to be done, and so we just did it, you know. Sometimes things happen and you just do what's right. It says love the review of Some Kind of Heaven. That was just my opinion. You know, these things happen in other ways in other places, and I just thought the video didn't really pertain really that much to villages. It was about some people in the villages and their life and what's happening with them in an older age. I think a lot of people take offense to it because they say that's not representative of the villages. No, it's not. It's just a very, very, very probably small percent of people here, but those people are here. Watch the replay. Beginning to think there's an Indiana mafia in the villages. That's from Gringo Loco. There might be. Happy 50th, Skip and Sue. Thank you. Cynthia Amatrano says thanks for the entertainment. Missed the live show. Best pizza in Sammy's in Duluth. I guess the best pizza is Sammy's in Duluth, Minnesota. Well, I live in Florida. So she's going to watch the Some Kind of Heaven. Hey, when you do, Cynthia, send me a short email. Let me know what you think. Matter of fact, any of you watching this, if you watch the movie, Some Kind of Heaven, send me an email what you think. Maybe I'll make a video of what everybody else's opinion is. Can you share the link with us, the fellow that sells the car thingy for the gates? Well, I don't know. Are you a resident? Melissa Anderson. He said, I tuned in as a fan of Jerry and Linda and Gizmo. They were great. The rest didn't interest me. Nice of you. These are the kind of comments I don't understand. She had to type all that in there. She's insulting me is what she's doing. And Linda and everybody else. Jerry and Linda was great. The rest of you, you didn't interest me. Thanks for the comment. Okay, I think we're done. I got to work on some video to get it done, editing and everything. So with that being said, this is your Wednesday Q&A. Seems to me that somebody did ask me a question on my email. I'm trying to jot my memory what it was. Oh, somebody says, can I do a video in a golf cart and go across the Brownwood Bridge and go down Megason Road and maybe kind of show some of that new construction? And the answer is yes, I can. I'll see if I can't get some of that done and maybe get some drone shots of it over there also. So we'll see about doing some of that. Whoever you was, I don't remember, we'll see about doing some of that. So the rest of it, I'll just say, see you on the other side.